What is up, chat? So today we are finally doing the
Hello.
long-awaited sex podcast, and for the entirety
Welcome
of
to the Sex Podcast.
yes, for the entirety of this podcast, finally to celebrate our 10th episode, we will be having e-sex the entire time. So just
Yeah.
prepare for that. It's gonna be a little X-rated today.
Yeah, no, my girl cock is out right now.
Same here, you right here. Anyway, let's get to
I'm
it.
like actively edging. We've
Let's
been
go.
doing it for like 30 minutes before starting
Gooning,
the shoot.
yeah, gooning. I'm
Yeah, yeah,
hallucinating.
yeah. I'm a bit of a gooner. I
Let's
gotta say. I'm a professional gooner actually. I think I'm like top 3,000 in the world right now.
hell yeah. All right, you ready to start?
Yeah.
All right. April Fools, baby!
Hell yeah, April Fools.
Get wrecked. You thought we were gonna bang?
Get wrecked.
You thought we were
Okay,
gonna.
but actually though, if you guys want to hear, I can show. I'm a good actress,
You
funny
are.
enough.
You are 6.
What?
You can't do that.
No, no. Okay, but what if I've been practicing really, really hard?
She is glitching, chat.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay, you're back. Okay, but like, 6 is a little.
Okay, but it'd be funny. You gotta
Mm,
admit, it'd be funny.
we'll get banned from all services. I don't think services are gonna like that.
But it'd be funny.
Spotify would find it so funny that they're like, "Oh my god, I laughed so hard that I banned their podcast from our platform." Along with Apple and Redbubble.
Okay, fair. Pay extra. We'll link the OnlyFans when we make it.
Yeah. You're a baby. You
Only
can't be
JD
on.
has to be 18.
You're a baby, bro.
Only JD has to be legal. Then she can make the account. I mean, no
Oh
one
my
will ask
god.
questions,
Oh my
right?
god, dude. I'm
It's
losing
fine.
it. Bro, only Babs is crazy.
Only tabs! That's
Okay.
me! Oh my god!
Okay, by the way, something we never did.
Literally me when I'm always I have the sex.
Oh no,
That's
we're not.
literally
No,
me.
chat, we're not doing this. We're about to lose so many viewers. Okay. What we do need to do,
Yo!
what we do need to
What is
do
it? Uh-huh.
is one second. What we do need to do is read the questions.
Yeah?
I offered I a long time ago in the Discord server, which y'all can join. It's the link in this episode.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Link in the well, not on the episode itself, but just go to the podcast page and the links in the description on whatever you're on. So, and I
Uh-huh.
there's a questions channel, and we have a
Uh-huh.
singular question. I said I put this here at like the beginning of the month. We have one question. It
Mm-hmm.
is from Alora. She asked, "Meow." Now I understand there might be a little bit of a language barrier here. She is speaking cat, so I thought maybe cat you could respond in cat to Alora.
Uh-huh. Let me just it's hard to hear it when my nose expression's on.
That that's actually her, chat. I'm not even like joking. Like I'm not even doing a funny. Like that is her. That's good.
I hope that answers your question.
Hell yeah.
If the real cats will get what I mean.
Hell yeah. They are arguing in the general of our server right now, but we're recording a pod.
That's
They're recording a podcast, so I'm gonna be like, y'all, I would like respond to all this and stuff, but we're doing a podcast right now, so sorry, I'll get to all this after. There we go. Hell yeah.
yeah, this is why.
Yeah. I would. This is why we need admins.
Yeah. Uh,
What admins do we trust to not just join the channel while we're recording, though? Well, we could just make
mm,
admins and give them only a certain amount of perms. We'll do that after.
I mean, yeah, no, I can config that. I can config, yeah. Leave it to me. I'll
I
handle it
will
after.
I will leave that to you. You're better at this stuff.
Uh-huh. Uh, you know what'd be really funny? You know what'd be really funny? If I told the people that were listening to the podcast that they could be an admin to force them to engage with us. Because I don't know, maybe
Ooh, that's
you could
true.
try.
That's true. Also,
Maybe you should join our Discord, which happens to be linked. JD, where's that linked again?
in the main, so it's not in the episode itself. Just go to the podcast on the page, and in the podcast description, you'll see it. Now,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. If you
Carson,
join the Discord, hey, maybe we'll like you. Maybe we'll think you're capable.
and you'll get this type of content. I told Carson, "Hey, dude," I told them, "Hey, we're recording right now, so I can't handle it." And Carson responded with this, which I have not listened to yet.
Okay, so synopsis. I just got somebody with the who cares twice in one day. I'm him. I'm Himothy. I'm that.
Check it out, dude.
That's so cool.
Join the server.
That was so cool.
That was so cool. That's so awesome. That I didn't think it would be that funny.
Uh, that was amazing.
Oh my god, that's that. Hi YouTube, that's going in a YouTube short. Hi YouTube.
Hi
What's
YouTube.
up?
Hi YouTube.
Carson said.
We're leaving all of the hi YouTubes in the video, and then we're cutting it right here. We have to cut it off midway while I'm saying here, because that's funnier.
So it'd be like, cause that's fun. Like, I'm even gonna leave in the part of it because it's fun. Oh.
I think bad cuts in like video edits are the funniest thing. Like, yeah, you could do it properly and have a good piece of work, or you could do it wrong because that's funny.
Exactly.
I don't
Editing
know.
bad
Which
is
would you
funny.
rather do?
Editing bad is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Among Us.
I feel like the best part about like editing bad to be funny is you have to be able to edit good to know how to edit bad in a way that actually is funny.
Yeah, like I think one of my favorite things to do when I'm editing like shit posts, like when I'm editing my meme videos, one of my favorite things to do is to take a green screen effect like Foxy jump scare or something, and then just don't take off the green screen and just put it in the corner with a
Okay,
green background.
I think another one is like
Like you right
certain
now.
programs are really bad at removing the green screen, and I think intentionally making it like really iffy green screening is like even
Yeah.
funnier because it's like you see the effort, but also there's like visible green outlines of everything.
That's true. You know what I just realized? You have given editors hours of green screen content. Because you are always in front of a green screen. They have hours
Yeah.
of content.
I mean, that's kind of the point of the green screen, is like, it's to freak out. Like, I'm not gonna add a background myself. What do you take me for? I don't have art for that yet.
I'm gonna add a background every episode for you from now on.
That would be awesome. Wait, no, but then the fans. What about the fans, though?
Yeah. The
Now how are we gonna get the
fans
5-hour green screen
the
sex edit?
Fans that. Okay, you're right. That's all you had to say. That's all you had.
Okay, actually, okay, this... I don't know why, but this kind of is a very convenient tangent into something I was just thinking of like, the way the internet works with, like, sexualizing things, of, like Rule 34 stuff. And I think it's really interesting to see how other people are, like, interacting with that, just on the basis of, like, because just due to how I am, I actually think it's, like, I think there's kind of, hold on, I'm loading. Like,
Alright.
there's an inevitability that everything that is, like, let me get my thoughts together. I feel like there's kind of an honor to me of being big enough that there are porn artists that watch your thing and go, yeah, I want to see them get fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's kind of an honor. That is, the internet acknowledges much as I exist, there is now porn of me.
Yeah, I'm excited for that moment. You know what I was gonna do, by the way? On our podcast YouTube channel,
Mhm.
I'm thinking of
What?
like taking what we have, the porn, and putting a
Uh-huh.
stand in front of us and a microphone on it, and acting
Yeah.
as if like it's just art for us doing the podcast. Except I'm very clearly having sex with you behind the behind the stand, and then
That's
I
the
can like
thumbnail. That's the
pour.
thumbnail.
That's
If you made
true.
it this far in, if you made it this far in, you know
And then
why. You know exactly why.
I'm gonna like poorly Photoshop headphones over our heads. They're gonna be like so bad that like it's like they can see it's clearly
Okay.
in front of our head like this.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be awesome.
Okay. Actually, I think the best part, right? My avatar is a cat girl. She does not have ears on the side of her head. So like, where'd the headphones go? Because I'm a cat girl. I don't have
Do you
human
remember like I've
ears.
seen those like memes where like there's images of cat girls like with ears up here, but they're wearing headphones on here, and people are like, "How are they hearing? How are they listening to it?" I have seen cat girls that have two pairs of ears. They have human ears and cat ears.
Double the hearing.
Mm.
Every footstep sounds like a sonic boom.
Dude, what would imagine how awful it would be if there was a delay in one of the ears? Everything is echoed.
I would actually, I would end it all. I
Yeah,
couldn't live
I
with
knew
that.
yeah. Dude, recently in my stream in my streams I've been playing a lot of Splitgate,
Hmm.
and it's full of children, like
Okay, yeah.
9-year-olds.
I tuned in for like a little bit.
It's full of
Nice.
9-year-olds. And I always bully them.
Whoa, like me.
Yeah, oh my god. Anyways, like kids, like one of them was like one of them was like saying like, "No, I'll play. You go after I die. You already died. You go after I die." And I'm like, and I like turned on my mic and I said, "Give bro a turn. Come on, it's bro's turn." And he said, he was like, "Bro, shut up, bro. Shut up. What are you even talking about?" And I said, "Bro, shut up." I just said, "Bro, shut up. Come on. It's time to go to school. What are you doing? Why are you still playing games?" And he said, "It's cool, kid." That was his username. And I'm like, "Shit, my bad, cool kid." And that's where it ended. Shit, my bad, cool
That's
kid.
so cool.
I'm sorry. I didn't know
My
it was
bad,
you.
cool kid.
I didn't know it was you. If I had known who you were,
I
I
didn't
wouldn't
know
have.
this is the cool kid.
Yeah, if I would have known who it
I'm
was, I wouldn't have.
sorry, buddy. We should play. Okay, I normally don't like shooters. What if we played Splitgate together?
That would be pretty funny. We should stream Splitgate together. It is free. And
I have a slot tomorrow, if you're free.
depends on how early we could do it. I'll have to let you know tomorrow. Like tomorrow I'll have to
Okay,
I'll have to
that's
know.
fair, that's
Yeah.
fair.
If
Like,
that's
I could
okay.
stream earlier, but also, I wake up earlier now, because I'm not going to bed at 4 a.m. anymore.
Yeah, that's good. So, I mean, you wake up pretty early. Okay, if we were to stream it, I typically stream at like 11 a.m. my time, and I know that's way too early for you. Um,
I mean, I'm usually still sleepy, but also I wake up at like 8
yeah.
now, because I wake up when you wake up.
Yeah. So I'd say okay. Let me check my work schedule. I like how we're making plans. Okay, guys, look. This is
No, this is awesome.
okay.
All I'm saying, right?
Tune in,
Our
guys.
brand is that we're honest.
Yeah, tune
Our
in,
brand is
guys.
that we're honest.
If you are watching this, that means this is happening today. Okay, so I work
Yeah.
at 5 p.m. my time tomorrow, meaning I have to leave at 4
Okay.
p.m. Meaning I would have to start the stream at like 1 or 2 p.m. my time, preferably like 1.
I mean, that works. That works. I'd probably stream at noon anyway.
Woo!
Since waiting till like 2
Yeah,
is kind of
baby!
late for me now.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Hell yeah. Why?
Oh my god. So yeah, we can play that tomorrow. So download it tonight. That'll be so funny. Cause I don't know. At first I was like, why
Okay.
am I so good at this game? I'm awful at video games. When I was playing this, I'm like, why am I so good? I am stupid good at this game. I was pulling trick shots, and then I realized, oh, this is full of kids.
You were getting farmed by. You were getting farmed by Pizza Cat. What's their name? I think. Or no. What was it? I remember when I tuned in, you were getting farmed by like 2 people specifically.
Or a Florida man.
One of them. One of
if
them
we
was
were
a
there.
streamer, I think, because they had like
Oh,
TV in their
TTV.
name.
What was it? Remember, like I was telling people. Was it when I was like telling people to stream snipe him for me?
Yeah.
Like,
That
please
one.
stream snipe this guy for me. Keep me updated. Yeah.
I will get. I am gonna get banned off Twitch for this. Stream snipe their ass.
I actually did look up their stream because I wanted to stream snipe them because I thought it would be really funny, but
Uh huh.
they were not well, they might have been streaming, but they were so, not to mock them. Maybe it was an awesome hilarious streamer, but it was probably a kid on Xbox. I looked up their name on Twitch and it did not come up, which made me
Okay,
so
that's fair.
sad.
That's fair. I think. Okay, this reminds me of something, and I'm gonna hard call it Sky for this. When me and her were little, right? We used to like play fucking Roblox together,
Mhm.
and her old like username was like Blaze Pelt YT or something, which is funny because she didn't actually have a YouTube by that name. She just thought it looked cool, I think.
YT looks awful at the end of a name. Like when I see that, I go like, "Oh, cringe self-promotion."
Uh-huh.
Okay,
No,
she
I
was
think
young.
I think that's just hilarious.
She was young. She was young. I am gonna
Yeah,
make,
no. No, we were like 10.
I am
We
gonna
were
make
like
fun
10.
of her for that next time I talk to her.
Yeah. No, I completely permit it.
Okay, I remember the first
As her sister, I'm allowed you're allowed to make fun of her.
yeah.
I'm her sister. I can give you permission to do that.
I remember one of the first, like, I remember I used to have YT in my name though too when I was 10, but it was an actual YouTube channel I have. Obviously, when I was 10, I was male identifying, if y'all could not guess. Because
Holy shit,
yeah,
really?
yeah, totally wouldn't have guessed. Anyway, so my YouTube channel name was Puppet Boy Fun. Puppet Boy was one word, fun was not. I don't know why.
That's so cool.
After that,
I love Puppet Boy Fun.
After that, it was Puppet Trolls, because I was going to start a Trolls channel, but then all Trolls channels got, like, sniped off YouTube, and I'm like, okay, never mind, we're not doing that. Which Trolls channel, the ones I watched, they're saying, like, it was harassment. The Troll channels I watched were hilarious. They were all 100% fake, but they were still really funny. I don't even care. I would still watch them to this day. I don't even care if they're fake.
I respect that.
Because, like, I remember, like, one of the... this is, like, a joke that I feel like I've probably stolen before, even as of recent, because I think it's so funny. Where he was, like, bullying this kid.
Okay.
And the kid's like, I'm probably older than... How old are you? I'm 12. Uh-huh. Well, I used to be older than you. Yeah, you used to. Wait, what? So, I still love that joke.
I like used to be older than
Yeah,
you.
it was a very cool... Very cool.
Literally me.
That's so you!
Literally me coded. Why did you throw yourself at the floor? Are you okay?
I ragdolled.
Are you okay?
I ragdolled. Dude, Dude, I got that MW24 shirt.
Whoa. That sounds like a type of car. Uh-huh. Yeah? Is that so?
It's Marianne Williamson.
Okay, I actually want to kind of backpedal to this, but like one thing I actually do quite like about our brand is kind of just complete and total honesty. We don't really put on a stage persona. Like, this is a slightly more idealized version of myself, but this is just how I talk to people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like this.
Yeah, you can kind of see the muscle flex, guys. Look at that. Like, watch this.
Whoa. I'm gonna flex my muscles now.
Look at that. Look, you can see it. All from bringing in groceries, baby.
Okay, here's the thing. I remember one of my old partners kind of mentioning this. Like, if I flex my muscles, they actually are semi-visible. But it's not because I have muscles. It's because I don't have fat. Because I have, like,
it's just your
no
bones
body weight
poking out?
Yeah, it's just my bones puncturing my skin.
Oh, God.
I'm so strong.
Look at my muscles! And a bone just pops out.
Bone projectiles, go! Flexes so hard that it, like, shoots a fucking, like, volley of bone shards out.
Dude, that reminds me of, like, when, like, you know The Onion? I love them so much. Like, I was showing this to my grandma as if it was real. It was, like, a video, and she's like, Zelensky has challenged Vladimir Putin to a dance battle. It's like, he offered to settle all of this on the dance floor. while Putin was while Putin was resistant at first, eventually he took off his shirt and got up on the dance floor or something like that. I don't remember. And I remember it's like I
It's
remember
so cool.
I remember he's like, when Putin was dancing, there was a lot of oohs and ahs, but Zelensky said, "Is that all you got?" before taking off his shirt and doing a backflip. And at the end of it, it was like, however, things ended poorly for both of them when Putin did a dance move that was a little too much and sprayed a nerve in Zelensky's face.
That's so
I
cool.
love the Onion.
I
Is
want to
so
watch
cool.
that.
I'll have to play. I almost wanna play it on stream, like a reaction streamer or something.
Okay. Okay, that would be funny, but also, we're above that. We're above that.
Okay,
Are we?
I've done reaction content, but only like because I'm giving heavy commentary because of like politics.
I mean, I think, yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I think politics are more valid just on the basis of, like, it is easier to be transformative. There's a
Yeah.
difference between looking at something and being like, okay, this is interesting, this is why it's interesting, and this is why, this is, like, a deeper reason of why this is interesting that actually gives you something to think about, as
I
opposed
mean,
to,
like,
holy shit,
what?
they have legs.
What the fuck are you talking about? What?
Like,
the
there's a
fuck?
difference.
Oh.
There's a difference.
Oh my god. Okay. I thought you would. That sounded so real. I thought you were being real. I'm like, what has legs? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Got it.
I was trying to make a point. There's a
Got
difference
it.
between, yeah, this is interesting, this is why it's interesting, and it's just blankly pogging at the screen.
Okay, I feel like the reason this is different is it's not like promoted as like epic meme compilation. Look at this. Okay, bye guys. We're talking and I thought of a funny
I'm
and
just
I wanted to
remembering
show
the
it
one
to my
time we.
homies.
I'm just remembering the one time we put Sniper Wolf in our thumbnail.
I remember it even squashed the number because right when we had already finished this thumbnail, and then I'm like, wait, I gotta put Sniper Wolf in it. So even the number got squashed because I took the entire thumbnail and just so I could put Sniper Wolf in. So everything got squashed, even like the number 4 in the top left.
No, that's gold. That's
It
gold.
was
That's gold.
very cool. Also, chat, you see this MW24 and this Marianne Williamson for president pin?
Audio listeners.
Do you hear this MW24 shirt and Marianne Williamson for president pin, audio listeners?
I'm just imagining, like, inserting a subtitle voice. Shirt that says MW24 on the front.
Yeah. So chatters, I will not be wearing this. Okay, the shirt I'll probably still wear just because attire.
She takes it off mid-podcast.
Yeah, the pin will leave. Because since she really doesn't have a chance and Super Tuesday is over and Biden's killing it in the polls, I bought Biden merch and a Biden pin is coming and I'm wearing it.
So, I hate the fact that the word, because of, like, the fucking 2016 election, I can't help but think of Pokemon Go to the polls.
Dude,
anytime I hear the word polls.
Dude, Nancy Pelosi tried to redo it and it did not hit. She was like, oh, TikTok, the time is TikTok. I don't even remember or something. It's like, no, you can't do it. You cannot recreate Pokemon Go to the polls. So stop it. I remember I have a
Pokemon Go to the polls is so good.
I remember I have a friend who's conservative, is broken, as you've met him before. You've talked. I think you've probably had a conversation with him before. And he was like, "Look, obviously I don't like Hillary, but." Or he's like, obviously I wouldn't like Hillary, but I love Hillary just because Pokemon Go to the polls is like the most fire bar I've ever heard in politics.
Retweet if you Pokemon Go to the polls.
Chat, retweet if you...
Remember to repost this episode on all of your socials if you Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yes, exactly. Yes, please do that. Retweet this episode. Retweet it. If you go to the under the Spotify page, there is a button that says retweet. Click that. There's not. But retweet.
There should be.
There should be.
There should be so they can Pokemon Go to the polls.
This episode's protest now. There should be a Pokemon Go to the polls option on Spotify where when you click on it, it goes to the 2024 election status. with the polls
And automatically vote you for
Biden.
puts in your vote for Biden specifically. Yeah,
What was I gonna say?
the vote for Biden button. It also has infinite uses.
Hell yeah! Boop, 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 boop. I
Me
want,
spamming Pokemon Go to the polls.
dude. I want the 2020 election fraud conspiracy to be true. That would be so silly. Like there was first off, they were hilarious, right? Like for all of the
Hmm.
claims where it's like, how can you be so stupid to believe something like this? Like there were like, for instance, they brought in the buckets full of mail-in votes, right? Because how else do you get the
Hmm.
mail-in votes? And they were like, look at them bringing suitcases full of fake votes. It's like, I'm. How do you think they get the mail-in votes? Do you think they just appear?
Yeah.
Anyway, I want all that to be real. Another conspiracy theory is like, look, there's many times you can see like they're like kind of like passing the votes along. It's like, look, there's many times you can see where he double scans it. It's like, homie, that probably just didn't scan the first time. Like he didn't even see it. Like
Hmm.
he didn't even see the screen. The screen is because the camera was from way far up, and you can just see people like doing that, blah,
Boop,
blah, and sometimes we'll go like,
boop,
blah,
boop,
blah. It's like he didn't. That doesn't mean
boop.
he double scanned it. Anyway, thank you for that sound effects. Very good. Very silly. I want
Of
all of that to
course.
be real because that would be really funny.
Yeah. Okay. What was I thinking of? Oh yeah. How long do you think it's gonna be till the Republican Party full on dies?
Depends on if Trump wins this year. It
Hmm.
very much depends.
That. Yeah. No, that's kind of what I'm thinking because I feel like this is kind of their swan song of like, if they die here, they're dead. They're done.
I think what will happen because if Trump loses again, I think
Hmm.
hopefully, this is me, giving the Republicans some, a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Benefit of the doubt.
Opium.
Copium. I'm giving them some copium here.
Hmm.
Um, I think if Trump loses again, they might be like might be like
Big ol' might.
big old might be like, okay, maybe we should stop listening to this guy. This isn't going anywhere. But I also
Hmm. Very wise.
yeah.
Very
I also
insightful.
don't think though. I don't think they will. I'm saying there's a chance. But also
Hmm.
if they just let Trump run the shit, yeah, it's Jover. It's Jover for them. Cuz it's like it's
Hmm.
not even like it's like a it's so he's a populist. He's just a populist. Like he just
Hmm.
he tried
One thing I'm.
he
Oh,
broke it.
sorry.
He broke it. In some
Hmm.
ways
One.
he was genius about it and then in other ways he was really stupid about it.
Hmm. Like, I think the biggest issue is like, yes, he is like by definition like a charismatic person. That is
Yeah,
how like
for sure.
dictators or especially fascists get into control.
Yeah.
But he's also not competent. He's
No.
just charismatic. But like this
Yeah.
man is dumb as bricks.
Yeah. He is very charismatic. He's funny.
Hmm.
He has said things that I disagree with that still made me laugh. Like I remember like when he was like it didn't even make any sense, but just the way he said it made me laugh when he was like, "Joe Biden's in the White House. Must not be too impressed with it cuz it looks like shit." Like I just lost it. He was like, "Why what the fuck?" Like,
What does that
it
mean?
not even like yeah, cuz A it doesn't mean anything, but B it's still funny. Like I don't even he
Hmm.
is funny. I think Biden is also really funny, unironically. But I think they can both be funny
Hmm.
even when they're trying to be.
I actually, this reminds me of like one point that like one of my more like my eldest sibling is very much a political person, and like there's this one point he brought up recently
Sometimes I forget
when I
you're
was like
talking.
casually talking to him.
Sometimes I forget we're on a podcast because you tell me this and I'm like, I know. It's like, right, we're on a podcast. You
Uh
have to explain this to him.
huh. With like I remember he mentioned
Error speak
something
on
of
Twitch.
like I think like he mentioned that it's kind of funny how like Biden has been the president for like 4 years,
Hmm.
and the best they could come up with as an insult is he's old.
Yeah.
4 years, and that's all you could come up with.
Yeah, because really Biden wasn't really able to do that much. Because like when people say he didn't do anything as in
Hmm.
office, it's like, did you forget that he came into office like in the middle of a crisis? Like He didn't really have. See, okay, look,
Mm-hmm.
look. I like to be down. I don't like to sound like you're. I feel like I'm trying to think of a way to word this. Admittedly, as of very recently, I have been warming up more and more to Joseph R. Biden. I think he has his
Mm-hmm.
cons for sure, some very very big ones,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to like Israel, and the border.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the biggest one, but at the same time, it's like, would you rather it be a genocide? Would you rather it just be a genocide or a full-on slaughter?
Yeah, I mean like,
Like,
yeah, I know
because
that.
here's the thing: it's like, yeah, it's being funded, but Trump would make it burn faster,
And I've always
which is
said that.
scary.
I've always said that. Like, yeah, he will. Biden, for a politician, is pretty good when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
that issue.
I
When it comes to
think,
that issue, there are many times where he's
honestly, I
like,
think
"Go
uh,
ahead."
mhm. I think, like, honestly, the biggest issue a lot of people have with like Biden's like, he's actually, from my understanding, relatively competent. He's just not a
Mm-hmm.
showsman. Like he does
Yeah.
his job to do his job. He isn't gonna make a show about it because he doesn't have to.
I mean,
Like
he.
the past presidents, like most of the past presidents are very much showy people. They make a big scene out of it. Like, but like Biden doesn't have to.
I think
That's
he was.
not his thing.
I mean, I think he was for definitely when he was vice president, for example, and all the way before that, he's been a politician since fucking what,
Hmm.
60s, 70s. He's been a politician basically all of his life.
Yeah.
He was a showsman. Like he was very. I think he still is. It's just not, like shown. It's just lack of exposure. Charismatic, but he's also
Hmm.
old now. Trump is also old as shit, but he's aging in a very different way. Now, don't that doesn't mean Trump isn't aging. I'm not gonna pull Biden's aging worse. I don't
Hmm.
think he is. I think Biden is aging in the way where it's like, I'm old now. I'm gonna my stutter's gonna get a little bit worse because
Hmm.
it's mixed with my actual speech impediment and just being old. He forgets a lot, not in like dementia ridden way, just old way.
Hmm.
He's old. Trump
Hmm.
is just actually going fucking senile. That is his way of aging. He's
Hmm.
still he yeah, so he's still a showsman. He's just
Hmm.
actually fucking insane about it, forgetting what state he's in, mixing up the names of like he said like one time he's like, can you believe what Obama's doing to the White House right now?" It's like, who's doing to the White House right now?
Obama
Obama. He also just makes up words a lot.
soda.
It's awesome. But yeah. Also, it's funny that he's like just actually like a
Mm.
rapist in the eyes of the law. Like the court found him guilty of rape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't know about the. I have been following all of the Trump trials closer than
Yeah.
anybody I know. I have been looking very close, and
No, that's fair. That's fair.
it taught me a lot more about Trump's media company that he owns. Apparently,
Hmm.
they were planning on making movies and writing books under his media company, and he just made one website, Truth Social, and
Hmm.
it is losing money. And it's really
I
funny.
wait. Does Truth Social still exist?
Some fucking how Truth Social still. I think Donald Trump is
I
like.
wanna. I wanna spam it with gay furry porn
You want to know something funny about Truth Social?
again.
You want to know something funny about Truth Social? So,
What?
one of the which I recommend a podcast for a lot of y'all if you are interested in the Trump trials. Look up the Midas Touch podcast. Very good podcast to stay updated on the trials.
That's a really good podcast name, at the very least.
Yeah,
I like that
like
a lot.
it is dedicated to talking about Trump's trials. That is what it's about, and it is dedicated to make sure he doesn't get in office again. And because it's called the Midas Touch. The Midas Touch is actually a like a whole group, but that they just also have a podcast, the Midas Touch podcast. Very good.
Hmm.
And I think it's funny because they pointed out they're also pretty funny. And at one point they pointed out this is how bad it is. He's like, just so y'all know, there are more people who tuned into our podcast in the last 48 hours than there are people who logged onto Truth Social in the last month, which is so funny.
That's so cool.
It's so cool. But yeah, that's a podcast you get recommended from me, Midas Touch podcast.
Mhm.
You guys should let me on your podcast. It would be very silly.
I think I honestly wouldn't even mind not getting to come with, just because like, I'll admit I'm not as involved with this kind of stuff. I'm the entourage. I'm the funny cat girl that does the funny cat girl thing. That's my bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
You know what I think is funny is so the
Hmm.
victim. I think tomorrow should be the day that
Yeah.
she's finally able to do this. But the victim of
Uh-huh.
Trump's rape this Tuesday should
Hmm.
be able to start seizing Trump's properties because he cannot pay.
Let's go.
Which means she can like take over Truth Social,
That's
which is really funny.
that's awesome.
And I hope she also what she can if she wants to hit him really close to home, she should take his golfing company because cuz like he all he does all the time is just like post about how he won golfing tournaments that he runs and he talks about it.
Congratulations. You are golf.
He talks about it a lot. So it'd be really funny if she took that company. That would destroy him, and it would be very funny for her to take his golfing
Mhm.
company.
I
And
think
golfing
taking the
properties.
golfing company and just you making it fund a different sport.
I don't even know how it would work if she took over Truth Social because like okay, so as he does, he lies about the value. He says like Truth Social is worth millions, even though it's losing money, so that doesn't make any sense.
Sell it back to Trump for way more than it's
No,
actually worth.
obviously this isn't how it works, but since it's like losing money, it would be funny if she took Truth Social and then he then owed her even more money because she now has his property that's losing money.
Okay, I think it would be funny, right? Taking Truth Social, then selling it back to him for exactly what he says it's worth.
That would be funny. And then he'd be like, "Actually no, that isn't worth that at all." And it's like, "Didn't you say it was worth that cuz it's your property?" He'd be like, "Shit, you got me." All right.
Catch him in his own lie.
Yeah, it's really funny that like he's always like it's so funny that he lies about what okay. Just tell me this isn't ironic. He's like,
Okay.
"No, I wasn't lying about how much those companies were worth. I wasn't lying about how much that property was worth. You can't prosecute me for that. I was telling the truth. And I can pay for
Like Truth Social.
yeah, he always says all of his properties are worth tons, and he puts it. And you can say whatever you want. That's not what's illegal. So people do it all the time. They do, but they don't put it in actual contracts. That's where you're breaking the law. Now, um,
Mm-hmm.
what he did was he's like, yeah, no, all that. I was being truthful there. It really was worth that much, and I can afford all of these lawsuits that you're throwing at me. I can afford $500 million. Okay, give it to us. Well, you're gonna have to give me some time to get my things together. Give me like a couple months. It's like, okay, you're not building up a great what's the word?
Case.
You're not you're not helping your case there at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would never lie. Obviously lies right after about the thing you just said you would never lie about.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know why. This is a weird tangent. But okay. So I have some family that works in banking, like banks specifically. And uh so right so a few years ago, right, we had the COVID thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which has a very interesting parallel to the Spanish flu, which was directly before the Great Depression.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had a bank crash, like the Great Depression. And here's the thing, we were so close, so close to a second Great Depression. And by the wave of his fucking hand, Biden pulled out a magic spell and just said, nope, we're not doing that. And that's extremely funny to me.
It is.
Because
Yes.
people were about to, like, do the thing where they pulled out all their money, crashed all the banks, and put us into a Great Depression.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, no, I'll cover it. You're fine. And then people didn't do it and didn't cause a second Great Depression.
Mm-hmm. That is. Sorry that I was like going on my phone in the middle of that. I got so many messages about serious stuff. I'm putting that down. We'll deal with after. But yes. What was I gonna say? Yeah, speaking of, I think it's really funny because it's like people are like, "Can you believe Biden made the economy bad? Can you believe he did that?" It's like, you know,
Saved us from a Great Depression. What do you
yeah, it's
mean?
like you know how like no matter like how much worse it would be if he didn't do anything. It's like, do you know how good we have it that that's as bad as it got? Because the economy was really like a lot of people on our side will say the economy is great. I don't believe it is. They say, well, that's just stores. That's just stores racking up prices. And I'm like, that is
Mhm.
one of the things, yes, and that is contributing to the economy being bad. Like, that is partial. Yeah, it's like, yes, that is why.
Mhm.
That's a huge reason of why the economy is bad, but that doesn't make the economy not bad. That's just a reason that it is
I mean,
bad.
okay, here's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like the economy in a vacuum is fine. There's a lot of money that exists that can safely regulate. But dragons, billionaire dragons.
Well, yeah, but like that's the thing is like I don't consider that a good. I don't. I think you could
Hmm.
your thing could have all the money in the world, and it could still be a bad economy if said money isn't circulating
Hmm.
because it's still
Hmm.
like yeah, there's a lot of it. It's just no one's getting it.
Hmm. I think another thing is also just, people aren't the ones getting the money because it goes to the CEOs
Yeah.
instead of the workers. When it's not that hard to raise the minimum wage to like 20 an hour, it's not
Right.
that hard.
Also, let me see something real quick. Hold on. So you might have another. You might have a pleasure here to do live on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
Um, this is someone. Look who just joined the We Don't Belong Here server.
Okay.
You think I think someone's gonna get banned by you for like the third or fourth time.
That would be kind of funny.
It's up to you. Me and you were allowed to
Okay,
ban.
I'm torn. Because I could,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be funny. But
Putrid mind.
like, they haven't done anything wrong yet.
Yeah, it's up to you. My idea is since this is a server owned by both of us, um, whoever makes you uncomfortable can be banned, and whoever makes me uncomfortable
Hmm.
can be banned. I think me and you both have banning power,
Hmm.
even if it's as
No,
simple
I
as this
agree.
person makes me uncomfortable because it is our.
Hmm.
It's
I
just
mean, I
us.
think their vibes are like off, but at the same time, it's kind of a. I don't have a reason to care yet. I'll
Mm-hmm.
wait till they say a slur, then I'll ban them.
I do think okay. Question. Not saying he's good. I do talk to him sometimes. I don't personally have issues with the guy.
Hmm.
He's pretty funny. Like he just joined the server and said,
Fair.
"Can we not be passive aggressive, please? I'll be a good boy." And then like a flustered emoticon.
I kind of want to reply with the ban wheel. I'm not gonna ban them, but I do want to send them the ban wheel.
Real.
I have to scroll through all. I have to scroll through all of my tiny little cat girl gifts
The tiny cat girl
because I
gifts
have
are
so
crazy.
many gifts favorited that are just small cat girls.
Mm.
Okay.
Dude, there's so many DMs. I'm losing it. Why
L.
is so much happening?
Just don't get DM'd, idiot.
Just don't get the. I need to stop these DMs. They're kind of
Just
cray
don't get
cray.
DM'd.
Mm.
Did you just say cray cray?
I may have said cray cray.
I respect it. No, cray cray has the, for lack of a better term, cray cray energy.
Mm-hmm. Wait one sec. Oh, there's so many. Okay.
That's so cool.
There's some sad news on the podcast.
Yeah.
Um. So some sad news on the podcast is I don't think Cam will be in an episode.
That's fair.
Yeah, because she's basically like, hey, this podcast. Not what the fuck is that? Sorry, she's basically like Cam's like this pod. You know, there's a lot of drama happening in the server right now. I don't really know if I want to be there right now. I might come back later. So that is something we should fix. Still join, guys. I'm literally gonna solve that tonight
Yeah.
because there are 2 people that I have in my brain that I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I think of these people. One of them we need to keep an eye on. The other one will probably get banned. So Cam will be in an
Yeah,
episode
okay,
probably.
That's fair, that's fair.
So Cam will.
I mean,
I don't doubt she'll come back. It'll just be a much longer episode from now. My mother is calling me. Can you take over for a couple minutes? Probably just like 1 minute.
yeah. I mean, okay. The biggest trick here, right, chat, is it's kind of hard to, like, solo podcast. Like, I guess it's the same as streaming, but at the same time, it's like, podcast is a 2-person format. That's kind of hard to do solo. Hi, welcome back.
Hi. Guess what? I've never been able to save a
What?
cat before, but my mother, basically we found a thing outside that said, you know, anytime I ever see, just in case, even though I never see it, anytime I ever see missing dog, missing cat, I always take a picture of it and just keep an eye out. And I always send it to my mom and my stepdad. I sent it to my mom and she actually said she saw the cat.
Did you
She's
find a
outside
missing
right
cat?
now. We saw it and she's calling the person right now. This is going to be so cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few cats run away before, just because, like, it was a very stressful situation. We were moving. And so, like, it's very nice to actually have, like, I've never actually had someone find the cat before.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of nice. Like, I remember one of my childhood cats was, like, what was the breed again? Like,
I have
she was,
no
like,
idea.
a Russian blue. Yeah, she was a Russian blue cat. Like, she had, like, this very nice gray fur, yellow eyes. She was a bit chunky, I believe, but I'm not sure if she was chunky or if it's because I was, like, 5.
That's
But
fair.
she was a bit chunky from my memory. And so, like, I remember she ran away after a really, really stressful move. And we just didn't get her back. She was just gone. What?
Amber sent me this picture of somebody wearing panties and a bra, but they're wearing a little nuclear suit over it, and she said, me and Lethal Company when there's a clear suit to wear.
That's so true.
She also said, in
That's
parentheses,
awesome.
"You
I
are the
don't think
alpha."
I don't think the video viewers got to really see that, but that's okay.
You mean the audio listeners?
No.
Okay.
Blurry.
Well, I explained what it was, so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
I mean, you would imagine the ones without eyes don't get to see it, but... Hi. Yeah?
I just wanted
Are
to
you gonna stare at me now?
I just stared at the camera for a few seconds, audio listeners.
Hi.
Hiya.
Is there any other interesting points to, like, talk about?
I had something else to say about the Trump thing, but I completely forgot.
Because, like, I'm out of ideas, but it's...
I had something else to talk about.
Fair.
About Trump. What the frick was it?
I remember,
What the heck?
do we want to talk about him selling $60 Bibles?
I don't want to fucking talk about the Bible, dude. Dude, if you are a Christian,
Can we
that
talk?
Bible is sacrilegious. Cause he added lyrics to handwritten lyrics to God Bless America and the Constitution. You can't add to the Bible.
That's really funny.
Did you know that?
Okay, do you want to know my favorite thing about Trump?
What?
So, I'm not going to pretend I'm religious. I've never been religious. I've never gotten involved with religion.
I have been religious before,
But-
so I can give opinions.
But,
Sort of.
from my understanding, by the actual, like, book definition, Trump fits every single bullet point for what the Antichrist should look like.
I think it's
Trump
funny.
is literally the Antichrist.
Yeah, it's like I really want, and it like yeah, no one should buy Bibles from this man. He is.
You're literally funding the Antichrist.
He has he's pride, which everyone knows, one of the top sins. Committed adultery, another. Those are both another. Okay, so first off, that's one of the 7 deadly sins.
Lust.
Adultery, that is one of the 10 commandments. No, do. Rape, which for some reason isn't as important as the others, it seems, in the Bible, but also bad.
I mean, okay. To be fair, though, it's the Bible. What do you expect?
The funny
It's
thing is
so
about,
old and
like,
dated.
the funny thing about the Bible is, like, 10 commandments. Some of, like, it's like, the 10 commandments are, like, the 10 big ones, right? Do not
Hmm. Don't
do not commit
steal.
adultery. Do not steal. Do not murder. Do not covet thy neighbor's ox.
Do not steal bull.
Look, I get most of the commandments easy, but, like, how the fuck am I not supposed to covet my neighbor's ox? Okay? My neighbor has this
I have
fucking
to.
giant ass pretty ox, and I'm, like, supposed to sit here and not covet it. No, I'm coveting that shit.
I. I. I'll be completely honest. I do not know what covet means. Like, I think steal,
I think,
but
I believe, if I might be being stupid here. My vocabulary is too good for this shit. Before I look it up, I'm just gonna say what I think
Mhm.
it means, but I'm not entirely confident in it. Basically, be envious over it. Let's look it up now.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, yearn to
Do
possess
not
or
envy
have.
the ox.
Yeah, yearn to possess or
Okay,
have.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
You're telling me I'm not supposed to want this this ox?
Are you clip that chat? Clip
No!
that chat. Are you telling me I'm not supposed to want this cock?
No!
Clip that. Clip that
No!
chat. Clip that. Clip
I
that.
just
Clip
want the
that.
ox to carry my shit. I don't want to fit to fuck me. This is crazy. This isn't okay. Although
Clip
the
that.
ox sex probably does go pretty hard. Let's be real.
I know, right? All I'm saying, I've tried it. It's pretty good.
The fuck, aren't oxes extinct?
No.
You're like, I have the last
Are
one. Don't tell anybody. It's mine. You would benefit from having an ox because they're supposed to carry big shit. You can't even carry small shit. You are a small shit.
I am small shit. No, I've legitimately struggled carrying like literal blankets before.
I was there. You're like, why is this blanket so heavy? And I'm like, cat. You're like, this would be heavy to you, wouldn't it? And I picked up my comforter and I like threw it across the room. And you're like, how? And I'm like, it's a comforter. What do you? It's a.
They're heavy, okay?
Come on.
They're heavy. They're so hard to move.
You like a bench press those 5-pound weights. Like 2.5
I
on
legitimately struggled.
2.5 on each side.
Ah, okay. Okay. My microphone stand, like the one I'm recording on, is like 10 pounds. I like tried to lift it up with one hand just to see if I could. It didn't work.
You would actually like just go to the gym and just lift the bar, cause it's 5 pounds on its own. So just lift the bar and you'd get a workout.
Legitimately, yes. Like, my limit per hand is 5.
Well, that would be 5 on both hands, I guess. So maybe you could add a 2.5 on each side. That would be a total of 10 on top of you.
Yeah.
I don't think they have 2.5 fucking weights that are.
Make it a 5 pound, but put it in the middle right over my neck. That'll go great.
That sounds awful. Just like every time it lifts down, you feel it. Oh my god, that sounds awful.
I've never actually done a bench press before, funny enough.
I mean, okay, that doesn't surprise me. I have, but only because I was instructed to. I don't do it commonly.
Mm-hmm. No, like, I remember I had, like, while I was still in school, I actually did have a class that wanted me to, and I just didn't, because I'm like, look, look at me. That would kill me. Don't.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? No, my arms do basically nothing. If I have to move something heavy, I use my legs, because my legs have muscles in them.
Mm. When I see a little mouse running across the floor. Only Cat will get that. Only that is such a convoluted.
I get it.
You get it. Can we
Fleshlight.
clip this and send it to her?
Yeah. Flashlight,
Let's see.
flashlight.
Timestamp
Mouse.
54:33.
Wow.
54:33. How? Yeah.
How have we been going for nearly an hour?
I don't know.
And we're at mouse flashlight.
Okay, that can go in the description actually, because we could still use it for clickbait.
Mouse flashlight podcast.
No. We can name that. That can be the name of the Trixie episode.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm writing that down right now.
Hold on, I'm DMing it that to her. What would you do if your what would you do if your episode on the podcast was named the air quotes mouse flashlight podcast?
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
There was a knock on your door.
No.
I heard a knock for sure.
I'll go check.
Okay. Let's see if I'm right, chat. Maybe it was her chair creaking. And maybe I was wrong. And
That was my chair, dumbass. Wah, cry away, you fucking little.
What the fuck?
Trixie just responded with funny.
That's so cool. Okay, what was I gonna say? What were we talking about? This podcast is so chaotic.
Flashlights.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking of. Pins? My brain was on
Mice?
pins. My brain was on pins. Mice? Was it on pins?
Joe Biden.
I hate my brain, dude. I'm so ADHD autism. I'm so forgetful. I'm so